Spending all my savings with a future job offer ahead. I have about $16,000 in savings slash liquid investments. I'm 22 and just graduated university with a few patents and research articles to my name. I am thinking of spending all my savings traveling this year. I have a job coming up in 8 months making 140K per year plus bonus, and a couple of other offers in case that falls through. I got headhunted for software engineering, including one with the government, in case the economy completely collapses. Is it worth saving money at all this year? I could work an interim job or internship for 8 months and save only as much money as I would make in 1 month with my upcoming job. I'm thinking of just spending all my savings on traveling the world and starting at $0 again in 8 months. I'd be traveling on a budget in hostels and such and try to stretch out my savings for the whole duration. Is this financially wise to do? Well, is it financially wise to spend all of your money with things lined up? No. The thing is, if you want to go and travel, right, you got to make for certain that you have enough money to cover it. But not only that, you need some extra money on top of that in case of emergencies, right? Because let's just say, for some crazy reason, that all of these fall through, even with the government, all of it falls through, right? Well, now you're in a situation where you got no money, right? The thing is like, yeah, you're going to start making a lot of money, but you're also going to be starting to increase your expenses per month by a pretty massive margin. So if I was this person, I would do something probably along the side of traveling and whatnot, do something like remote to like build up some cash just so that I have something always in the bank. If it's something that I really, really want to do, I want to make sure that I could cover it, right? I'm not saying do not go and travel. I'm saying make sure you do at least something a few hours a day or something to just make sure that your account isn't completely depleted. Like your goal is to go to $0. No, that shouldn't be the goal. The goal should be you do this traveling and you still got a good amount of money still in the bank. Lord. So let's see some of these comments. It's never financially smart to spend all your money. As happens, life happens, and we never think it'll happen to ourselves until in the predicament. I say travel, but keep a measly 3K in your savings just in case. I cannot imagine 13K not being enough to enjoy your travels. Yeah, like, that's true, right? I basically said the same thing. It's like, don't spend all of your money. Like, that's just dumb. I agree. Budget 10K most for travels so that if you end up over budget, you'll still have savings left. There's no reason you can't have an amazing trip and save 4K for a rainy day. Yep, 10K and take a great effing trip. You've earned it. Congratulations on your job offer. There's a really annoying pre-first paycheck hump to get over when you're signing an apartment. First, last month plus security deposit, buying furniture, etc., and then you don't get paid for 2 weeks. I'd save like 5K to 8K so that you're able to get a nicer place to live in case of emergency. You can go pretty buck wild here though. You'll comfortably save 10K plus a year, but you won't get the time to do anything like this unless you do it now. So underrated advice, 8 to 10K is plenty for opt to have great fun traveling. You won't be getting bottle service at every club in Europe, but it'll be an unforgettable time in that amount. That leaves a cushion for emergencies, yes, but also just for the fact that life costs money. Good point. You don't want to start a new job with zero because there are all sorts of startup costs. I would put aside at least 2K to have a tiny buffer for when you get back. Can you travel for a few months cheaply and then make enough to live on until the big job starts? I think there's definitely something to be said for taking advantage of time off now. It may be a long time before you have months available for travel. Has no one heard of the layoffs currently going on in every sector, particularly tech? Offers can get canceled even after being signed by both sides. If the economy is hurting, the other offers can disappear in a moment as well. This is why we have an emergency fund. Don't need them until you do. Travel but save enough for rent, living expenses for a couple months. Yeah. Financially wise, no. Fun as hell, yes. Blow the dough and build some memories. Like, here's the thing, right? Go ahead and blow some of the dough and build some memories, just not all of it. I don't know why he's so, like, this person's so determined to just go straight to $0 in the account. Like, that would stress me out like crazy to have $0 in the account, hoping, like, crossing my fingers that everything will be okay. Like, it could go and, like, it could end badly so quickly. I've seen this post before, but I work in tech and I've never have really seen where people are hiring for you to be employed in 8 months. Is that common? What happens if the company needs to have a layoff or hiring freeze? I mean, the main reason is probably because he was specifically job hunted, maybe because of his skill set is just so good, but still. You're 22 years old, travel, you have so much time to save and grind, you have a good qualification with a solid future, enjoy your youth. I think Op is making a mistake with the all or nothing mentality. You can go and get a lot of traveling done and still come back to a nest egg for a few months' rent. Set aside like 5K to 6K and use the rest wisely. Agreed. You'd probably need about $800 a month presuming you have no expenses, or $6,400. I'd limit the travel spending to 6 to 8K for traveling. You're really young, sound really talented, and have plenty of time to build up retirement savings. It is much more important that you budget and properly save for retirement once you start working full time. Exactly, don't make this either or, save something. I cannot tell you how much you may be thanking yourself you didn't blow the whole 16K. Life happens. Even more important, a lot of fun can be had for very little when you are young. So 35-year-old here, that amount of money is nothing, especially with your income. Take advantage of this last time you can do this. I can now save tens of thousands of dollars a year, but cannot do an 8 month adventure like you can. Like, again, like, I understand this perspective, but don't spend all of your money. That is just irresponsible, right? At least have something in there because you're probably going to have to find a place to live at close to your work, wherever it might be. So you're going to need a couple grand. I wouldn't trust any big tech offers that are 8 months out. Offers are getting rescinded left and right, and more layoffs are probable. Source: seeing it happen to people I used to work with, was supposed to work with. Wait, hold on. Hey, up, you're 22 and just graduated university, and proud of you of all of this, if all of this is true. But according to all your recent posts and replies on Reddit, which are public, you apparently moved out to Western USA half a year ago to start your career as a USAF pilot. 22-year-old military helicopter pilot with a small farm who's on a 6 month sabbatical where they finish university and now look for Reddit's permission to blow through their money while waiting on a job that pays 140K plus to a 22-year-old that is lined up 8 months away. Wait, hold on. Is this true? Let's go all the way up here. Uh, by level 57. Why does your job not start for 8 months? Do you need a visa? Oh, I guess maybe this guy got rid of his posts. Oh no, right here, posts. He might have deleted all of his other posts, maybe, if the other person is true. Hmm. Interesting how the US is more probably running this field. I have only my private pilot's license for a plane to compete for my slot in Air Force flight school. Huh. Yeah, my farm is a bit small, but definitely get used to the equipment, hours, and livestock. I'm moving out to Western USA in a year, starting a career as an Air Force pilot. Wait, so was this guy just like lying about this whole situation? Okay, I'm so confused now. Right? So apparently this guy is a Air Force pilot, but also is 22 years old and is willing to spend all of his money. That's so weird. Like, how do you go from Air Force pilot to getting headhunted for software engineering? Like, I mean, I don't know the whole situation. And also, I'm pretty certain, like, usually when someone says like level 50 something, it probably means that they're like 57 years old, I'm guessing. But I don't know. I could be not knowing what's actually going on. But yeah, okay. This guy might just be lying about his whole situation. They train cohorts at the same time every year. Yeah, I just don't get this. Yeah, I have no clue what the hell's going on now. Like, this is the problem with like the internet. Like, people could just be lying about everything. Hmm. Everything's commented on deleted by user. Ask an Australian. Yeah, I have no clue what's going on now.